cool off a little bit. Figure out what I'm gonna wear. Oops. Here's those leggings. I was looking for those forever. What the hell? Sit down for a couple minutes. So that's like the most difficult of the 4 days for my recall doing this before. So tomorrow will be sort of leisurely. I knew I was going to be thirsty today. By the time I hit Stop and Shop, I was like, yeah, I can definitely feel it now. Definitely dehydrated. Like my mouth. I could sense it like the past 2 days. I wasn't drinking as much as I was. It's just something he does every once in a while. I'm sure it serves a purpose. It has something to do with red blood cells, I think. There was nothing at the bins. I was gonna bring a bag and I went, I have plenty of water. Like I have a liter of water in the cooler too. And I've got a whole 2 liter and I've got a little bit. I don't want to mix this up with. I definitely got to return some bottles too on Friday. This is probably a liter. So I've got like 4 liters of water. So maybe tomorrow at the end of the walk, but yeah, because that's 4 liters for 2 days when I'm this dehydrated. Really, I don't want to push it. It's just I hate carrying something on that walk. So I won't have a choice. Yeah, I'll bring like one of those Dedham savings bags, and then I'll have to go on Friday. Yeah, just enough to get like a 2 liter. Yeah, I don't want to put too much weight on these bags. It's supposed to be colder tomorrow. Like I knew I was going to be overheated, but it's like the weather is so like flux right now. The air temperature is not warm, but as soon as that sun breaks from the clouds, it's very warm. So it's like and then you're walking, so you're warm, you're cold, you're warm, you're cold. The wind is blowing. You're totally trying to just not think about what you're doing. Just don't do that yet. Wait till you get to Sprouts. Right, like it's too early in the walk to even have that thought in your head. Don't do that yet. Wait till you get to Sprouts. And then when I got to Sprouts, I didn't even do it. He knows exactly what he's doing. Why you just go choo. As soon as I like got to like about to turn on to 138, as soon as I crossed the street, I went, here we go. Just being run by the Almighty. Here we go. I would assume they're beeping at those people up there and not me. But it was funny at first. It was almost like they were beeping as they drove by. Beep. Someone actually just pulled over. The other thing too, when you get to that thing, but it's on the other side of the road. Like if you were there with a bunch of young people, yeah, like I don't know what that is. It's no, it's not Sprouts. It's like what's the name of that street? I don't know, but in my thing where I make up when I'm walking, that's when a bunch of young people go, huh? Like they laugh because they're young people and they go, no, sir, like what? It's like an optical illusion. It's like he totally knows what he's doing about building confidence and shit because it's like a total optical illusion. Like you just went consistently up like this, but it's like such a long strip and it's so straight you don't even realize it, but you're at a constant incline like this the whole rip until you get to that point. So you're up here, so it makes it actually, even though you're up here, it makes it seem like it's way higher than it is when it's not. So you're like in your mind, you go, oh God, what the hell is that? And then when you get to it, you're like, oh, this isn't like it's total confidence building. Like this isn't even that bad. It's all a mind trick. It's all a mind trick. Well, we'll see how tomorrow goes. I can't see that happening tomorrow. I think it's going to take me longer. I happened to look at the clock because I had to wait to cross the street. I went 2:48. Like even that, 12:48. 12:48. All right, so that was like 2 hours and 15 minutes. No, wait, I left at 11. I didn't leave at 10:30. Because I'm tired. I walk faster when I'm starting to get tired. Anyways, I explained it. If I didn't walk at that pace, I may not actually complete it. The first time I ever did that, I was trying to find Houghton's Pond. And I told myself, I'm going to walk for an hour and a half, right? And if I don't find it, because it was only supposed to be 4.5 miles, and I kind of knew how long it took me to walk something. And so I'm like, I'm just going to, if I can't find it in an hour and a half, I'm going to have to turn around and go back. So I'm walking that thing going, oh yeah, that exact route. I'm walking that thing going, yeah, this fucking sucks, man. I'm looking at the clock going, I'm going to have to turn around, right? And so I get to Curry College and I go, oh my God, like the sense of relief when you go down the thing and that swamp is right there. That's wicked pretty in the summertime, by the way, over there. Yeah, that's like a pretty area on the other side of the street. And I go, oh my God, I know where I am. I'm right there. I just have to go like this. So yeah, that was like a good experience on my walk. And then I don't know if I was on the World Wide Web, but I was talking about it. And then after that, I explained some dude actually showed up on my walk route to fucking bother me. Like these people are out of their fucking gourd insane. Yeah. So anyway, then God was explaining to me stuff about how that can happen to people, but they don't know why it's happening. Like it's kind of like stuff that most people go, "Who fucking cares?" Okay, because you're not my species, and you don't care anything about stuff that other people do, and that's your business, right? It's like psychoanalysis. It's like research, psychiatry, psychology. Some people do care, right? Some people do care. But anyways, that's the type of stuff that God Almighty does. No person can give you that type of therapy. So there's only so many ways I can explain, suggest things to do before you just give up. And it's just not meant to be because you're a different species that cannot walk. So you never reach the level of thought process that my species does. It has to do with evolution of a brain and slowing down your thoughts. Not I overthink things. It actually slows down thought. That's why people jog, it slows it down even more. Anyways, we drink some more water. You have to do certain things in your mind to be able to do stuff like that. So if your children don't have a desire to walk, I'm not sure you can force them to. Right. I can see if you want them to be healthier. I'm not talking about that. The people that were driving so that the person knew how long they were going if they were trying to go a mile. I'm not talking about that. So anyway, it became a walk I like to do because I probably got the same sense of like elation came from, oh, thank God. Thank God that's about to be over. Yeah, I might want to plan later on tonight for tomorrow, but we'll see. Um, because I have pistachios that are shelled already. I just have to wash them and cook them. I realized I have another thing of walnuts too. So I have like 2 bags of walnuts. So I have something, and the pistachios run out. Well, I don't know. I can try to do different things with the walnuts. Like sometimes I start to feel a little bit nauseous if I'm just eating straight walnuts. Just something about walnuts. Whatever's in them is probably different than the other nuts. The flavor is stronger or something. But I mean, walnuts are wicked good when mixed with other things and baking and stuff. Yeah, but just straight out walnuts, kind of. Ugh. That's not a lot of pistachios right there. Now that I'm looking at it, that's gonna leave Mary hungry right there. That amount of pistachios. What's left in this bag? Not much. Let's get this empty. Got a couple of almonds in there. Oh yeah, I'm gonna need raisins. Right, let's see this. Oh, do I want the yeah. Da-da-da-da. It's after I go downstairs. I was gonna put this white sweater on over this, but I kind of need that black thing to leave the room. So much for too skinny. Oh, this is what I'm looking for right here. I'm gonna need that over there after, but yeah, the forms and things. That's what it is. The forms, and then people still talk to you. People, these balls. The forms. I think a lot of people don't talk to you people anymore. That's what I think. I don't know. That might have something to do with the weirdness that goes on with her. It might be God explaining it. We probably every year it's gotten worse. I don't know, man, because I don't go out with people that are fucked up like that. So I do know when you realize the person you're with is fucking insane, that it's, but I wasn't actually still with them, I think, at that point. I don't know why that came up on the walk. I don't know if it's because someone is trying to like constantly, I feel like it's that too. They want to constantly have like a conversation and a venting, and it's the same shit over and over again. And that's like a story they replay for themselves. When they used to go in the thing and go, "Are you talking about so and so?" Like it's a fucking Twilight saga of books or something. You just go, "Is there a need to keep talking about that?" Or no, just like Democrats and Republicans. And then Michelle showed up at the thing screaming you abandoned those kids. And you go, okay, so someone has major brain loss at that point and forgot there's a difference between February of 2011 and November of 2011 when I was forced up here. Right, you just go, someone's rewriting history and saying a whole bunch of fucked up shit, so it happens. So, anyways. I don't know. A bunch of them were probably doing it, right? Because they just go, and then other people go, wasn't she? Wasn't DCF it's something though? Like, yeah, clearly mixing up February of 2011 in November of 2011. I know, you just go, whoa, I think she fled for her fucking life, but whatever. And then just only to be fucking followed and terrorized by your entire fucking military and government up here and kept a hostage. But that's a lot of sympathy right there for anyone. Okay. Yeah, like it's like that. Like I don't know. It's like when Jacqueline said something about Brian with the dirty nails. But I think like God's trying to explain to her print of the nail or something. And I know because you wonder how, but maybe it's not that. You just go, you just wonder how somebody would say something so mean and nonsensical because you don't want to keep reiterating about a person not having teeth. He has like one tooth that's clearly not in good condition. But how would he bite his nails? Like, how would he clip his nails or and clean them if he has no money to buy nail clippers? He can't even bite his nails. Wouldn't that happen to anybody? Wouldn't that happen to any person who has no way to get nail clippers and has no teeth to bite them? Like, I guess you could try to figure out how to rip them off. Wouldn't that happen to any person? Because some people think you just steal shit. That's their answer. Like you lie to do the laundry. No, just whoa. But yeah, because you go, I feel they do it on purpose. Like there's something about them that's gross and disgusting. And so, yeah, and now they just like make people a certain way, like they did to that Dawn woman, and then show up in an alcove screaming at her. They try to do it to me. Hell the fuck no. I was like, first of all, I wasn't washing up at Star Market, but I was taking a poop there because that's where Starbucks is, where I could pay 30 cents for a fucking cup when you have no income. Right. The one on Hancock doesn't charge you. And I told them about it, and they go, it's got to be because it's inside Star Market. They have a fucking reason for everything because Starbucks policy is not to charge you for a fucking cup. So they're probably not supposed to be doing it, is what it is. Right. They're probably not supposed to be doing it, not there's a reason for it. Right. But anyways, yeah, I mean, seriously, I know just I'm clearly a homeless person when I show up there off the fucking ground. And I have instant coffee and creamer to have a cup of coffee. In Albuquerque, they started giving me fucking coffee because they saw what I was doing. They started just coming and pouring it for me. Remember before COVID, that Starbucks, when I was in the room, they'd come and bring me a cup of hot water in a ceramic cup. I know you just go, you folks are a different breed now. Those people probably all quit. They just went fucking shell shock in 2020 and went, you kicked her out of that fucking room just like everybody else. That was the moment when you went, this, I thought we would putting everybody in housing. What the fuck is this? No, they're trying to kill everyone. But anyways, I had to scream at that dude. I will slice your fucking throat if you don't stop following people into this fucking bathroom. Oh yeah. So, anyways, I was washing up at the library. That's what I needed the cup for. The fuck you, I'm not washing my hooch in my asshole. No. Draw the fucking line at that. But like some people are so meek and then people would start saying shit to them. That's why you just go, I can't feel sympathy for people with the cancers and stuff. I'm sure they understand. If you're the meekest of all people and you ended up like that and people started telling you fucking smelt and shit because they're evil, then, right, if you're one of those people, then God is rescuing you the fuck out of here. And if you're not one of those people, you're part of the problem. A lot of you with your personas seem nice, right? But like Lester said, I know what you are. So that came up in the walk about people. I don't know how many people maybe confused Satan will be released for a little while with what I told you happened to me. You're not prophets, okay? And you didn't have to be somehow tricked out of a house before people murdered you. You didn't have to be tricked out of a house because you were about to be fucking murdered. Some way that you would ever leave your house in your 6 minors like that so that you weren't murdered. And then the only thing you did was come up here, take walks, walk around the fucking airport, okay? And then lay on a couch with the snuggly in a constant conversation with the Almighty. That's not what you folks have done. Okay? For real. You're like threesoming people, you're getting high, you're drunk, you're committing criminal acts, you're harming people, you're killing people. It's just nasty. And then God puts you back into a binder, and then, yeah, like you should feel weird about what just happened to you. It's like going into a psychosis. Okay. And then that's how he's doing it. That's going to be your thoughts about yourself, and that's appropriate. It's definitely appropriate to let God give you a thing to stay in, but not when you do it and you can't stay in it. I mean, 5 years, we're in the 5th year of trying to do that, and you still don't do the one action. And it's just, and then now I'm going to do and now I'm going to. We're in the 5th year of it. So. I gotta cook the things because they're salted. Well, kind of sucks for me because I'd rather just relax, honestly. I don't really have a lot of options for lunch unless I reversed my meals, but I'd still have to cook chicken if I was going to do that. So I can only be so lazy today given that I don't have any chicken cooked and I got to do this. That's what was good about. That was like 6 chicken breasts, 6 boneless skinless chicken breasts that I had to cook. I got that from the food pantry, thank God. Yeah, so that was obviously 6 days of meals. But I didn't have to worry about cooking. All I had to do was go down there and boil eggs. Yeah, I'm at the point now. I'm gonna have to cut back to 2 eggs off of 3 because we're under a dozen. Yeah, like we got like a huge thing because I wasn't eating them. That's how we got such a plethora of them. And eggs don't really go bad. It takes a long time for eggs to go bad, but apparently the eggs have been being eaten. So. Sometimes it's a wonderment. Right? Like it's whatever goes on in the genetic pool, it's definitely a fast metabolism, but it's just the amount of food consumed is kind of mind-boggling sometimes. It takes a lot of effort for people to get big like that. That's a lot of food, but it is what it is. It's I know you just go whoa. My food is like condensed and compact. I would never put on weight from eating carbs like that. I ate like that during when I was married, and I was like a skinny real with the pasta and the cakes and stuff, and the ice cream, and the buckets of Kentucky Fried Chicken and stuff. Yeah, in order to have body mass, I have to eat protein and fat. So this concerted effort to starve me. It doesn't actually help them, but they go back and forth and back and forth. Their saving grace is trying to blow up my liver. Right? It's just really gruesome and disgusting. So this will be the 14th year of it. These fucking people, man. Right? Just God explaining to them their brains are gone and that they're murderously insane. And only God is restraining them. And it makes no sense. But that, right, you just go, why are you trying to murder the Virgin Mother? I mean, we have been observing this shit for 14 years, just like she said. How are you that fucking insane? It's like a rabies in their head. So, oh God, I know. I really don't. God just brought it up, so I really didn't want to mention it myself. The two dudes on the bikes. Just completely ignore them unless you're a cop. With the cop, or you're a dude that can beat the fuck out of people, and the cops don't arrest you because there are dudes like that. I don't know if we have them around here, but in Quincy they do. Um, People do things on purpose. Clearly, they do it on purpose, and I don't know if it's just to get a reaction to disturb a person on their walk, but someone knows if these people are mentally retarded or something. Someone knows if they have the World Wide Web, but I've mentioned it many, many times, and then people do stuff in a negative attention. This business with riding bicycles right up my asshole and going like this around me, like it's a car. Yeah. You're on a pedestrian walk path and you're going the wrong direction. And some of them used to go ride right up behind me and ding that fucking bell or go coming up behind you. You're on a fucking pedestrian walk path. This is for pedestrians, people maybe on a skateboard, a fucking scooter, joggers, not bicycles. It's not even for bicycles, and you're on the wrong side of the road. It's like a clearly marked fucking bike path with a dude on a bike and an arrow going the other way. That's why you just go, they've got to be doing it. Like, are you in my story today if I mentioned you on the live stream? What the fuck? I know. One of them, I believe, is the same dude that's done it a million times. You go, these people have got to be mentally retarded. Yeah, just that's what I'm saying. So another person would just fucking clip these people with the baseball bat. So, anyways, I don't know if anybody's ever said anything and fucking given up on it. Just given up on it. Yeah. Well, you don't really see them that often, right? So you go, I'm just gonna fucking ignore it, and then hopefully they won't be around again. Right? So. I know you just some things in life you wouldn't even believe it until you fucking saw it. And then if you're sitting there going, I don't understand what you're talking about. You don't understand what I'm talking about? People aren't supposed to ride bicycles on a pedestrian walk path. That's what I'm talking about. Just like you're not supposed to ride cars in a fucking bike path. Just like you're not supposed to ride a car on the sidewalk. Someone actually did that on Washington Street long time ago. God, that was probably like 8 or 9 years ago now. I was walking on fucking Washington Street in a car right by where those restaurants are, right before the Greek market. A literal car was driving on the fucking sidewalk. So yeah, people are getting brain sick and doing fucked up shit. But I've seen those people on those fucking bikes before. And you just go, they're still doing that? The number of times that anyone's hit on a bicycle are probably very small. There's not really a reason for them to be doing it if they're afraid to be on the road. Um, yeah, it's just weird. Like, and they're going the opposite direction. Right. So you go, how are you not gathering what you're doing? You're not supposed to be doing. But whatever. Sometimes, especially when you're on the World Wide Web and you tell people what the fuck annoys you on your walk route, and then you go, I'm going on my walk, and then lo and behold, there's dudes annoying doing the same, in fact, the exact annoying thing on your walk route. You go, am I in the fucking Twilight Zone? How are people that sick? It's like a bad seed child. Why is that there? Why is that there? Remember those days? Oh my God, remember that? When I mentioned to her about if you put a cell phone too close to the modem, it can fuck up with the internet. And she literally put like 6 fucking cell phones. She was it Tommy or Candy? She had them take her to a fucking store to buy another cordless phone. Not a cell phone, a cordless phone. To buy another cordless phone to put it up next to the fucking modem. I'm not kidding you. You just go, oh my fucking God. None, Mary. I don't know, man, but I would hope so. If the dude was still living, you go, dude, did you actually say that? Did you actually sexually assault the Virgin Mother and then go, none, Mary, haha? After first it was my ex said it's fucking average, and you just go, did you just fucking zoink and then you're gonna talk about your fucking ex-girlfriend to me? Okay, and none Mary haha. Okay, look, you're going to a fucking hospital, dude, or you'll never fucking talk to me again. I've had enough of this fucking shit. So yeah, Greg Ryan and I were talking about all these women I can fuck. What? Notice how the tone changes after the first fucking time somebody says something like that? You go from B&B, like the realization, oh God, you're some sort of a fucking wacko, okay? So this is, you wouldn't stop saying you love me until I said it back because I knew it was fucked up and weird and way too soon. And then you start fucking abusing me? You only get one of those, dude, where you drop my fucking face down after walking out there like a fucking goddess and go, and then you go, hi. And then it's like, what? And then I go, I can't do this. You only get one of those, and then I start telling you to fuck yourself. Yeah. Anyways, that's still not someone told me if the guy's fucking living or not. Get it? It wouldn't matter anything bad about the guy at all. None of that fucking matters. None of it. Oh, he's bad, so now you can grab my dick. There was like 3 of them out there doing that. You people are so fucking sick. You don't have any fucking brain matter left. No, you're monkeys with a very thin brain matter that God is containing you with until lung cancer apparently finally kills you. So a bunch of you are gonna fucking drag around just like that dude was doing. Right, just is he dead or living? Why wouldn't you fucking tell me that? Okay, so you're monstrously saying this goes someone with maroon pants with the white stripe. I have maroon pants on too. It's like some kid, but I just think it's funny. Kids can do funny things. Everything in life isn't fucking sexual, you know. Christ God. I know when your children mimic you talking on a phone, is that sex? Fuck. Are you gonna say that kid just watched me on a live stream, or it's just almighty? I had my fuchsia jacket on earlier too. Yeah, I suppose I could put that down on the floor, but I gotta cook food before I can actually relax for the rest of the day. How's the glutes? How are you guys having butt leg? Were you jogging? Are you walking on a flat surface? I would think you were either jumping up and down or you were walking on a flat surface if you have butt leg. Or you're just talking about hamstrings. Yeah, I don't know about butt leg going up that hill, but you might have like a little bit of a pinched nerve. Depends on what it feels like. Does it feel like muscle soreness, or it's like feels like you tore something? If you feel like you tore something, it's probably a pinched nerve. In my experience, if you can walk without pain, it's not going to make any difference. When I had that horrifying sciatica from 3.5 years of sitting, and when I go to walk and lift my leg up, my foot went like this. And the first time I was walking around Dedham, I had to stop. I was getting such bad panic attacks, and I thought I was going to pass out. For a while, I laid down, but then eventually you have to get up and stop walking. It's a combination of both things to get rid of it. That's usually caused from laying in a bed, but you're not putting anything under your knees. Yeah, like if you can't just sit up, you can't sit up in a bed with your legs like this. Eventually, you get sciatica. It's wicked painful. Like if you're sitting up like this with your legs straight out, you have to bend your legs. Like that's why sometimes I'll bend it like this and put the computer like here. But I gotta have those things on. I never have. You have to have your legs bent. I found it out when I was living with my roommate because I was in one room with the TV and a bed, and I didn't never in a day would I spend that much time in a bed. So I had no idea, but that was the first time I got it. And then I was packing because first I packed to move into the room, and then I packed to move out of it. I was only there for 10 months to go to school, and then I bent like this because that's the other thing. I bent like this slightly without bending my knees and went, ah. The first time I ever had it was probably even worse than when I had it when I came up there. I was like 4 days on a couch crying because I didn't know what it was, and I was just eating Advil. Yeah, it was like when I first moved from the condo back into my house because I was just about done with school. I was wrapping up my externship. So just everything and anything trying to get a divorce from a person that's mentally insane and scary and dangerous. So, anyways, I don't really know anything about you. You left us in 2010-ish. How is a person that fucking deranged? I know, just it's a projection of their own minds. That's a projection of their own fucking minds. It's just bizarro. It's called presenting. They're psychopathically deranged. So I mean that's obvious. Obviously you're psychopathically deranged. Put me in a fucking internet prison trying to pretend you're first you try to pretend you're strangers on the fucking internet. Then you try to pretend you're people from Quincy that I don't talk to. Then you try to actually pretend you're one of my kidnapped children that's probably not even living anymore. And you just go, and then every single time it's for the sole purpose of fucking trying to emotionally abuse me. You just go, how are you not tiring of fucking doing that? It's almost like a person going to the cancer videos to cope. I'm clearly not the person to turn to cope, but that is what you're trying to do for sure. It's just causing you to be more fucking enraged because your lives are pathetic and you're ugly and gross. You wouldn't be leaving comments like that on my ab shots if that wasn't true. Just you probably never had a family or something in your lives, and that's super duper important to you. And you just try to keep fishing around to things that you think are important to me, and then how does that have anything to do with your fucking life? Jesus Christ, God. And then this woman is being honored, Mary Gladys, for teaching other women, because that's always what you wanted your entire life was to teach other women. That's why you didn't go to college for fucking teaching. You didn't major in education, but you wanted to teach women to be independent and do travel by themselves. It's probably a facet of their fucking horrifying envy towards me because they wanted to be super important. They want to be a prophet. They're Jesus Christ incarnate. They're the greatest fucking feminists that ever lived. Whatever the fuck they conjured up in their head. And you just go, I'm not competing with you. I got nothing to do with your world. Just this business. That was the other thing that came up in the walk. This business about trying to just convince other people of thoughts in your head is a reality. Like you're completely confused about actual reality in your made up fucking world. You like totally believe you can control reality just like you made up a fucking world. And you thought all this time you could control people's thoughts and minds and behaviors by your fake media and your fucking words and your pretend world. There's a difference between reality and your world. What is this? We've got to convince her of our mind thought, thus for its reality. Like a fucking you do that with squirrels? Probably. And all right, so this is okay, this is it now. Oh, hold on, wait, because this is it now. Okay. We're not going to extinct. All right. So every time you do that tail flick, I know it's a secret message to me through body language about the extinction. So if you could please stop doing that. I know you're ordering our deaths through secret things with the ear and the flicking. There was a video last night where this guy, I guess, adopted a squirrel that lost one of its arms. I don't know if he did the surgery himself. Yeah, he may have done the surgery himself because it's like all shaved and stuff. Like he rehabbed a squirrel. Maybe was it attacked by a dog or something? Terrible. Yeah, like one of its arms was missing and its tail was gone. Yeah, people or dogs or whatever caused that. Was it attacked by another squirrel? Yeah, that I don't know. Come on. It'll crack eventually, but it's not doing it yet. All right, let me deal with this stuff. World. Let me put this in here so I have it. Oh, that's right. I have almond butter too. Don't I have another one of those? But that's the last one. I can do that too. What's better than nothing? It actually made a whole bowl. I think last time I put some in a thing and put it in the refrigerator and I forgot. Like that amount was enough for me. Alright, so. Do I want to eat here? Yeah, I probably should. Alright. I guess I'll shut this off while I'm eating. It's a little bit different then. Right. Eating with my hands. I got this thing. Go back on the charger. Alright. I don't know what show milk means, but I know hi means hello. I don't know what show milk means.